10 years ago, on the night of October 31st, a small Midwestern town fell victim to an escaped killer. Under the cover of darkness, he carried out the most horrifying mass murder on record. 16 people in cold blood. Ever since that night, no one has forgotten his name. And Halloween has never been the same. Now, Michael Myers has come home. He has returned for one more night of unholy terror.
Michael! Somebody help me! He's here to kill that little girl and anybody who gets in his way.
Oh, God!
Who's gonna be next?
Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers.
Maybe nobody knows how to stop him.
What's up? It's P. Rich from the Hatchet Boys. Today I'm going to be reviewing and discussing Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Yeah, it's one of my faves. Yeah, definitely my third favorite in the Halloween franchise for sure. I might as well just finish the Halloween franchise reviews. Yeah, so anyways, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers is a 1988 American slasher film directed by Dwight H. written by Ellie McElroy, and it stars Donald Pleasence. We get Donald Pleasence back, reprising his role, and we get Ellie Cornell and Danielle Harris in her first film debut. It's the fourth entry in the Halloween franchise and marks the return of Michael Myers as the primary antagonist after his absence in Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Yeah, a standalone film. Alright. So, yeah, basically initially John Carpenter and co-producer Deborah Hill intended to create an anthology series with only the first two films being connected. Halloween 4 was originally intended to be a ghost story, but after the poor reception of Halloween 3, that idea was scrapped. Yeah, they got rid of that idea. So, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of glad they did. I don't know. I don't know what they had in mind. It's kind of interesting at the same time, but I do like what we got in Halloween 4. It's just that fucking mask, man. It's not the worst mask out of the franchise, but it's up there. Like, I still think it's overall a pretty good movie. But anyways, so in 1998, the franchise did a soft reboot with the release of Halloween H2O 20 years later, which serves as a direct sequel to Halloween 1978 and Halloween 2, and thereby ignores the events, themes, and new characters introduced in the Thorn trilogy story. Yeah, I don't consider this part of the Thorn trilogy. I don't, just because like Danielle Harris and Rachel are in the fourth one, so if they continue with those characters and Michael Myers in the fifth film, But the fucking, anyways, I'm not going to get all into fucking Halloween 5, but yeah, I mean, I could see 5. But 5 had no idea what the fuck Thorn was or any of that shit. They just wanted to put a fucking tattoo of Michael Myers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they had no, and the band in black or anything. The director was just throwing shit in the movie because he didn't know what the fuck to do with it. Because he's a fucking idiot. No, but, anyways, yeah, I can't wait to do that review next, Halloween 5. But, yeah, I mean, you could consider Halloween 5 and 6 being Thor, but it's not a fucking trilogy. The Halloween 4 isn't part of the fucking Thor trilogy, people. Anyway, so, yeah, I'll get into the plot summary of this. October 30th, 1988, Michael Myers, who has been comatose for 10 years since the explosion at Haddonfield Memorial Hospital, is being transferred from Ridgebound Federal Sanitarium. It's like, how the fuck did he survive that, man? Like, he was like up in fucking flames, engulfed in flames. Like, we don't know how fucking long he was on fire for, but he looked like he was like what Buster Rhymes would say, you crispy, looking fried
Like some chicken fried
motherfucker. Like, yeah, man. There's no way he would still be alive. But anyways, it's a horror movie, and they gotta come up with something to carry Michael Myers coming back or whatever. So it's not that big of a deal for me, but still, it's just like, I think it's funny. It's like, how the fuck would he survive that? But he's Michael fucking Myers. That's why, right? He's fucking Michael Myers. He'll survive anything, just about, until he gets refrigerated, fucking falling on him, and then his throat slit, and then throw it in the fucking garbage disposal. Fuck. So yeah, I really I want to get more into uh this and the technical elements of this film, but when the uh open credit scene comes on, I love it, man. It's so awesome, like the way they filmed it. It really sets the tone and the mood for Halloween time, like the fall time Halloween. It's awesome. Instead of just getting like another pumpkin intro like we did in the 2 previous films, and then every other one after that. But fuck yeah, man, I love it, man. I fucking love it. Uh, and the music, it's you don't get the like Halloween theme music right away, but the music that John Carpenter and Alan Howarth do for this film in the open credits scene, it's pretty to it, which is good. I like it. Yeah. So, anyways, uh, Michael Myers is being transferred from Richmond Federal Sanitarium to Smith's Grove Sanitarium during the transfer. When Michael overhears, yeah, he just wakes up out of a coma for like, what was it, like 10 years? Uh, so anyways, he overhears the paramedics talking about that he has a niece living in Hatfield. He awakens, kills the ambulance personnel, and heads back to his hometown to Hatfield to kill her. And this scene's great in the ambulance, man. I love it, man. It's a little like schlock or what. I mean, like, I still like it though, man. I think it's a pretty good fucking scene when Michael wakes up and he sticks his thumb right through the guy's forehead. Like, that was cool. And so anyways, the ambulance ends up crashed into a fucking lake, or not a lake, but a stream or whatever. So anyways, Dr. Loomis, who also survived the explosion, I don't know how the fuck he did either. But anyways, his face is like on one side, it's all burnt. But the practical effects up for his face, it's bad. I gotta say it is. Like throughout the film, like his burn marks get like smaller or smaller, or like they change. They change throughout this whole film. They're not consistent. It's definitely like cotton airs with the practical effects of Loomis's face a lot of this film. But anyways, so he learns that Michael Myers escaped, and he's on the hunt for Michael again. Yeah, and then Dr. Loomis goes to the crime scene where the ambulance was like in the fucking lake or river or whatever, and he knows that Michael's alive, and he's going back to Haddonfield, and inside the ambulance, it's like blood everywhere. It's fucking awesome. I don't think you see any bodies, but yeah, it's great. And then Loomis goes to a gas station and diner where Michael has killed a mechanic for his coveralls. It's a great scene too. We see Michael's face all bandaged up, and he kills the mechanic. Yeah, it's great. It's a great scene. I like it.
And that was Big Billy and the Bush.
Hey, Gar, how about a 916 socket over here?
I like it. And then, yeah, so Loomis stumbles across these dead bodies, and he happens to see Michael in the diner, and so he starts firing at Michael, but he like disappears, and he gets in a tow truck, and he drives off, and ends up destroying the gas pumps and the like telephone wires. Like, he ends up destroying that, and the whole fucking like gas station explodes. Like, it's awesome. I don't know, I really enjoy that scene. It's great. A lot of action.
Hey! Hey there! Hello? Hello? Is anybody here?
Michael? Why now? You waited 10 years. I knew this day would come. Don't go to Haddonfield. Please. Michael. God damn you. Michael!
Continues to pursue Michael on foot. Loomis like tries to hitch a ride, and these fucking like college students or like high school students slow down, and then he starts running up towards them, and they take off. And fucking assholes, man! How could you do that to Loomis, man? Fuck. But anyways, it is funny though. And then he's like comes across this guy driving a pickup truck, an old priest, and it's quite the conversation they have. And he's like drinking, fucking, and he offers some to Loomis, and he takes a shot. But I think it's a pretty cool scene. I like it. So at Haddonfield, Laurie's daughter Jamie Lloyd suffers from nightmares about the Shape and is bullied at school for being the niece of the boogeyman. One Halloween night, her foster parents Richard and Darlene go to a party and leave their teenager Rachel to babysit. Yeah, Rachel starts off like she like just likes Jamie's like annoyance because she has to watch her like quite often. Like she has to babysit her, and she just wants to hook up with her boyfriend Brady, and she like wants to marry him and all this shit. And but she goes off to her parents about like watching Jamie. And she's like, she's not my real sister and all this. She's kind of like a bitch. And then poor Jamie overhears her say that. So yeah, Rachel is like forced to babysit her. And then she has to cancel her date with her boyfriend Brady. And Rachel picks Jamie up after school to buy ice cream and a Halloween costume. Jamie decides on a clown costume, like her uncle Mikey, at the first of Halloween 1978 film. It's like basically like the same costume, and when she tries it on, she like sees a vision of like young Michael, 6-year-old Michael wearing the costume. And she gets scared when she sees Michael reach down and grab a Halloween mask, but it's a different mask, like a white, like an emotionless face mask. It's a pretty good scene. I mean, it's alright. Yeah, so after Michael suddenly appears and steals a new mask, he goes after his niece but flees when she screams in horror. So later that night, as Rachel and Jamie are trick-or-treating, Michael breaks into the home of Jamie's foster parents' house and kills the family dog. And Loomis arrives at Haddonfield and warns the new sheriff Ben Beaker, that Michael has returned as they search for the girls. Michael throws like an electrician right into the fucking like the plug-in transformer for the entire town for the electricity. He's smart. He's smart in this movie. Michael, yeah, man, he took out all the town's power by throwing fucking Bucky right into the fucking like power grid like transformer. Oh man, it's a great scene. I like.
Hey, you! This is city property. No trespassing. What are you, deaf? Don't try that Halloween shit with me. All right. I'm on the telephone to the police right now. Don't you even think about leaving.
Oh man, it's a great scene. I like that scene. So now, like, yeah, the entire town's in darkness. He proceeds to kill most of the town's police force. I wish we got to see that. Like, it, I know less is more and all that, but I think seeing a fucking like police massacre like we do in Terminator would be fucking awesome, man. Could you imagine like Michael Myers if we got to see that, see him killing all those cops? That would have been fucking epic. I would have loved that, man. That would have been fucking awesome. But we don't. Anyways, so the locals performed a lynch mob. No, it's not. Evil dies tonight. Evil dies tonight. We don't get that shit. Fuck, man. But anyways, yeah. So there's a lynch mob and they're out looking for Michael. And anyway, so Meeker and Loomis find Rachel and Jamie and take them to the sheriff's house where Brady is having an affair with Meeker's daughter, Kelly Meeker. Oh, cops do it by the book. She's wearing a shirt that says cops do it by the book. She's hot, man. Kelly Meeker would definitely get it. Hell yeah. So, anyways, we get a little teen drama here with Rachel and Brady and Kelly Meeker. But anyways, they barricade the house as Loomis departs to find Michael, who has already stuck into the house. He kills Brady, Kelly, and deputy, and the deputy. That's a great scene. I like that scene. When it's building it up and we don't know Michael's in the house yet. That's awesome. Yeah, he kills one of the cops, and Rachel thinks it's like one of the cops sitting in the rocket chair, but it's Michael. Oh man, that's awesome.
I thought you might like some coffee. Pretty boring out here. Wish they'd fix the power. At least we'd have some MTV while we wait for the cavalry.
And when he kills Brady, that's awesome too, man. I love when he kills Brady. And kills Kelly too. Like, yeah, I love that scene when he kills Kelly. It's great. This whole, like, third act is awesome. I love it. I love this third act. And Rachel and Jamie flee to the attic and to the roof. Rachel lowers Jamie down to safety, but is attacked by Michael, falling to the ground and losing consciousness. That's wicked. That scene builds up a lot of suspense when they're on the roof. I love it. That scene is probably like one of my favorite scenes in the whole Halloween franchise. I love it. I love that whole scene where you don't know Michael's in the house at first. Like I love that. All of it. I love when Brady's like trying to punch Michael. It's not like Jason takes Manhattan where that fucking black kid's like sparring with Jason, and Jason just fucking hits him once and tears his whole fucking head off and goes in a dumpster. No, but Brady's like punching Michael in the face, and it's like not doing fuck all really. And I love that scene. I love when he kills Brady. It's great.
Jamie. Brady!
No.
Brady, come with us!
Go! Go!
So yeah, and the whole roof scene, I love that. It brings so much suspense. And when I first saw this movie, like I was hated on the edge of my fucking seat, man. I was like, oh man, this is badass. I fucking love it. Yeah, I still love that scene too. So JB runs down the street and finds Loomis. They seek shelter in the school, but Michael finds them and tosses Loomis through a glass door. I'm not a big fan of this scene. I mean, I think they could have made it better. I really do. That would be cool to see Michael if spent a little bit more time in. I don't know, it was just the way it was done. It wasn't the greatest, but I do like the setting of the school. Like, I do like that. At nighttime, it's creepy. There's no fucking power. He could be anywhere in that school. Like schools are kind of big. Like, I wish they kind of drew that out a little longer, but made it better. Like, and then you get this fucking stupid mask that Michael's wearing, like, with the fucking pink hair,
blonde hair.
But it looks like it looks closer to the original William Shatner mask that we get to fucking begin with. And one of the scenes when Rachel and Jamie, before they get picked up by Loomis, there's like a bunch of teens all wearing like Michael Myers masks. But there's one that looks just like the one we get in the first film. It's like, why the fuck would you use that mask to begin with? But anyways, I don't know. I don't get it. But whatever. It is poor decision for sure. In the props department. Yeah, definitely. So Yeah, after Loomis gets tossed through the fucking glass door, he chases Jamie through the school until she falls down a flight of stairs. Michael prepares to kill her when Rachel reappears and like gets like subdues him with a fire extinguisher. It's bad. Like, I'm sorry, but it's fucking bad, man. That was fucking stupid, I think. When she like fucking sprayed the fire extinguisher at Michael, it's like, come on, man, it's fucking Michael Myers, and he's being stopped by a fire extinguisher. Come on, it was fucking stupid. Like, this is when the movie sort of declines for me. This whole school scene, like I said, they could have made it so much fucking better, but they did. But anyways, so then the lynch mob arrives and agrees to help the girls get out of Haddonfield. Along the way, they meet a lone trooper. It tells there's like a substation up the road to where they'll be safe. And then Michael, who has been hidden underneath their truck. It's great. I do like that. And he climbs aboard and kills the band, including Earl. Rachel takes the wheel. Yeah, they killed this Earl guy. He's part of the mob. And just how he climbs on the truck and kills him. I like that. I do like that. And so anyways, Rachel takes the wheel and throws Michael off the truck and rams into him. That's cool. I like that scene too. So Beaker and Loomis arrive with the state police while Jamie approaches her uncle and touches his hand as he rises. Beaker and the others shoot him until he falls down in like a mine shaft, a mine or whatever. But yeah, I mean, that whole scene's kind of a little weak for me. Like, yeah, like I do kind of like how I just don't get why Jamie would even touch his fucking hand in the first place, but whatever. So she touches his hand, and we'll see what happens at the end of the film with that. But when they start shooting him, I mean, it's okay. I think they could have edited it a little better, like how they killed Michael. But anyways, they all start like blasting him. It's alright. It's not like horrible. I don't mind it. I just think they could have probably came up with a better idea.
Don't touch him, Jamie!
Get down!
Alright, it's not like horrible. I don't mind it. I just think they could have probably came up with a better idea. Anyways, so back at the Crothers house, Darlene goes upstairs. Darlene's Jamie's foster mother. Rachel's mother, and to run a bath for Jamie when she is suddenly attacked. Yeah, this is great. Like you get like the POV shot and then the mask over the camera, like you get in the first film. I love that. I always love that POV shot. Yeah, I think it looks great. And anyway, so Jamie fucking starts stabbing her stepmother with a pair of scissors, just like you see in the first Halloween film how 6-year-old Michael stabbed Judith. Yeah. So we don't know if she died or not. But anyways, and then Loomis hears her cries and sees Jamie in her clown costume holding a pair of bloody scissors. I love it. I fucking love this scene, man. It looks great. Like Danielle Harris in the clown costume holding the scissors and with the clown mask on. Like, oh man, it looks awesome. I love it. So badass. And Loomis is like, no, no, no. He's like going to pull out his gun and shoot her. And it's awesome. Yeah, and it like reminisces of when Michael killed his older sister. So now, yeah, like Rachel, Richard, and Beaker look like the horror on Loomis's face while he's screaming like, no! Realizing that the evil inside Michael has infected Jamie now. I love that. I fucking love that, man. It's great. So yeah, it's like basically goes full circle. Like that's such a great ending. Like I love that ending. I love that ending. Oh man, it's so great. And it was just I love how yeah, Loomis is screaming like no, no, like the evil transcended into Jamie now. It's great, and I just love like the look of Danielle Harris in the clown costume holding the scissors with the blood. I love that visual effect. Oh, it's great. It's a great scene. I love it. I love how it ends. I mean, they could have ended it any better than that. I love it. So the cast, I mean, we get Donald Pleasence. I mean, he's great. He's fucking awesome. I always enjoy Dr. Loomis. Yeah, he's not too batshit crazy yet, but I mean, he's got his moments a little bit in this film. But it's not over the top, and he's always a good actor, so he always brings the character of Loomis. I think he's great. Ellie Cornell as Rachel Crothers. I like her. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, she's a pretty good actress. She was good with Jamie, like their on-screen on-screen chemistry together. It works well, and when she confronts Brady, when he's like cheating on her, it's great. I think she's a good actress. I really do. I like Ellie Cornell for sure, and her character as Rachel's good. I like her. She kind of comes across as a bitch at first, but she like fucking redeems herself throughout this whole movie. It's wicked. I love it, and yeah, Danielle Harris, like for her first film, and I think she was only 8 or 9 when she did this. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, she was great. She did a really good job. Definitely. She wasn't annoyed. Uh, oh, she played her character very well. Like, yeah, I like Danielle Harris, and at that time too. I mean, she did a good job for sure. Yeah. Uh, and her character as Jamie Lloyd. Yeah, I liked her. It's till the fifth one. It's like, anyways, but it's not her fault, anyways. It was just the fucking writers and the director who fucked that whole thing up. But anyways, yeah, I like Jamie Lloyd's character. So George P. Wilbur as Michael Myers. Yeah, I like him. There's some parts where he's a little stiff. And they have him where
Bitchy, bitchy, ho. I like to stick a finger bottle in and head and ho. I twist ya and turn ya just to shake it up. Pop up the lid, now we're shooting out a butt.
have him wear shoulder fucking pads. That kind of bothers me. The mask kind of bothers me a little bit, but it doesn't take me out of the movie. Like, I still love this movie. But yeah, poor decision on the masks. I'll get more into that with the technical elements. But and Tom Morga, did I say his name right? Morga, Tom Morga. He plays the Shape as well throughout this film, but mostly George P. Wilbur. Yeah, like, he did a good job playing the Shape for the most part. Yeah, I think he's way better than the sixth one, The Curse of Michael Myers. Yeah, George P. Wilbur, he's back playing Michael the Shape in that film. I think he did a way better job in that movie. He's a little heavier, but I think he's even better in that movie. Yeah, I think so. And Bew Star, I think that's his name, as Sheriff Ben Meeker. Yeah, he was okay. Uh, yeah, he's not bad. Like, I didn't mind him. I didn't mind Meeker. He was okay. Kelly Meeker, Kathleen Kidmoth, she was good too. She played her role pretty good. Uh, yeah, I don't have an issue with any of the actors in this movie. Like, it's not like a best acted ever in this movie, but they all did a good job acting for sure. It's not cringe, it's not horrible acted like you get in a lot of horror slasher films or horror films in general. This one's pretty good. Yeah, I like the acting in this film. Um, yeah, there isn't like any cringe moments, I don't think, in this. Even Sasha Jensen as Brady. Uh, yeah, the guy in Dazed and Confused. Uh, yeah, he's a good actor too. I like Brady. Like, his character is a piece of shit. Well, like, I don't know. I would say he's a piece of shit, but I mean, yeah, I can't say nothing because I cheated on girls before. I mean, yeah, I can say he's a piece of shit, but I mean, Rachel is hot too. But Kelly Meeker is even hotter, so I mean, he did decide to fuck Kelly instead of Rachel, but whatever. Uh, And he kind of does sacrifice himself to save Rachel and Jamie. So it's not like a horrible character. He's alright. Alright. Now getting into the technical elements of this film. Yeah, like I said, the setting of this film is great. Like, the school was great. If I just wish they use that set better. Like, the creative decisions with the school scene was kind of a waste. I think they could have made that whole scene a lot better and scarier. The Beaker's house, that's great setting too. It really brings like the eeriness and suspense in that scene when Michael's in the house. I love it. It's my favorite part of the whole movie. And then when they're on the roof, oh man, I love that. So much suspense in that scene. I love it. I was always hanging on the edge of my seat during that scene. Yeah, it's great. Even the diner, the gas station scene was good. Yeah, so there's some good settings in this film for sure. And then just like visually, the opening credits scene, I love that, man. I fucking love that. It really brings the mood and atmosphere and the Halloween like atmosphere, like Halloween time, the fall time. Oh, I love it. So great. Yeah, the lighting of this film is good. You get some pretty good shots of like Michael and the way they utilize the lighting in this film. The mask is the only thing that kind of throws it off a little bit, but the lighting is good in this movie. The colors they use are pretty good. A little blues, yeah, like blue lighting. There's some orange you get throughout this film too. I like it, yeah. The sound effects. I mean, some of the sound effects are a little kind of, I don't know, outdated, you could say, but they're not like horrible. The music is great. I love the music by John Carpenter and Howard or Alan Howarth. It's great. I love it. Yeah. What else? The practical effects are pretty good. Like the guy who gets the fucking thumb right through his forehead. That was great. Bucky's death. That was cool. Yeah. Brady's death was good also. There was a couple cops. Death. Their deaths were not bad. Yeah, so the practical effects are pretty good. I like them. Yeah. And the makeup effects, a lot of the practical effects are good. It's just the the decision to come up with this mask sucks. It fucking sucks. But it's not horrible because you get a lot worse in some of these other films. But yeah, and that fucking mask with the pink hair is fucking stupid as fuck. I don't know why they decided to do that. But anyways, yeah, that was fucking stupid. Yeah, my first impression of seeing this film when I was younger, I really enjoyed it. And I still do till this day. It's my third favorite Halloween film. It was never my favorite, but I always did enjoy watching this. The first time I watched it, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, and I like Danielle Harris too. when I first saw this film, because I was like around her age, maybe a year or two younger. But yeah, oh no, she was older. But anyways, yeah, I remember. I liked her. Yeah. So let's see here. The overall success of this film. All right. It was $5 million, and it only received 17.8 million. Didn't do good. I'd say after the third film, kind of fucked it up for Halloween for sure. Even though we didn't get like a Halloween film. What was it like? Well, after the second one, so this was '88. So like 8 years later, and you haven't gotten a Halloween film. Uh, but yeah, I guess the third one kind of ruined it. Anyways, uh, uh, so yeah, after Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, executive producer Mustafa Akkad wanted to move further with the series and bring back Michael Myers. Producer Paul Freeman, a friend of Akkad with a long list of credits to his name, explained to Fangoria magazine in 1988 that everybody came out of Halloween 3 saying, "Where's Michael?" Yeah, even I did. I was like, where the fuck is Michael? So John Carpenter was approached by Cannon Films, who had just finished 1986 release of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, to write and direct Halloween 4. Deborah Hill planned to produce the film, while Carpenter teamed up with Dennis Etchizid. I guess his name is, sorry if I fucked that up, Etchizid, who and Jack Martin had written a novelization of both Halloween 2 and Halloween 3 to write a script to Halloween 4. Originally, Joe Dante was Carpenter's choice in mind of the director for the project. However, Akkad rejected the Etchizid script, calling it too cerebral, and it cited that any new Halloween sequel must feature Myers as a flesh and blood killer. In an interview, Etchizid explained how he received the phone call, informed him of the rejection of his script. And Deborah Hill also said, she said, "Dennis, I just want you to know that John and I have sold our interest in the title Halloween, and unfortunately your script was not part of the deal." So Carpenter and Hill had signed all the rights away to Akkad, who gained ownership. Akkad said, "I just went back to the basics of Halloween on Halloween 4, and it was most successful." As Carpenter refused to continue his involvement with the series, a new director was sought out. Dwight H. Little, a native of Ohio, replaced Carpenter. Little had previously directed episodes of the Freddy Nightmares TV show. Yeah, I don't like that show at all. But I mean, Dwight H. Little, he did a pretty good job. It wasn't horrible, but it was a pretty good job. Yeah, I'm not going to get a whole lot of all the back story of Halloween 4. Just a little bit there for you. Yeah, that'll be another video for another time. But yeah, I highly recommend this fucking movie. I do. I love it. And I'll give it an 8. A solid 8 out of 10 for me. Yeah, so yeah, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you are not already subscribed to it, and hit the like button. It helps the algorithms for me. And yeah, see y'all next time. Alright, thanks. Later.